how's it going here? I'm just setting up for some Star Wars Imperial Assault. Might be kind of taking my time today, just going through. I haven't played this for a couple years, so yeah, we'll see. Got my Stewie here hanging out with me. I may be joined by some people later, but we'll just kind of go through. I have my board cam here set up. I have the app, and here we go. I may do some readjusting for sizes of things, and I'm using a new program called Vorpal Board. Not new, but new-ish to me. Keep thinking my camera's over there. But, yeah, going to be trying out Vorpal Board for streaming. I just want to make sure everything's working, and yeah, looks like it is. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, I am just going to, you know what? Test out a few things. Just want to make sure everything is working on all platforms. You know what? I will check it out on here. Make sure Twitch is up and running. I know Facebook group is. Let's see here. Oh, yep. Looks like I am live on Facebook or Twitch as well. Oh, I should probably get those going too, just to be safe. I'll open up that one. Okay. I just want to send a link off to my friend to make sure he can join if he wants to. Let's go here. Yeah, like I said, kind of a slower game. I'm not going to be going too crazy, just taking my time. I got all day. All right, let's go here. Sorry, computer's in an awkward spot. Okay. Got that up. I didn't check chat. Does that let me know how many people are watching? I don't think it does. That's okay. A little unorganized today, but you know what? I kind of just decided to do this recently, so... Okay. So we'll be playing Legends of the Alliance tutorial. Alright. Tutorial will teach you how to play Star Wars Imperial Assault Legends of the Alliance. So I've played this a bunch of times before the app, and then I played it once with the app. Alright. Okay, I just want to make sure that's connected. Okay. So, I'll just kind of do this as a bit of a refresher. Okay, so we will go to, here we go, continue, new save slot, no, it'll say no, and we will do all four. We'll take the squad name. Let's do POV. And if anybody's watching on Twitch, I do have commands so you can roll dice. We'll get to those when we start getting some viewers. So here we go. Continue. Now I may need to get up a bunch at the beginning to... Cat's in the way. Okay, to get the minis, I realize they're all over in my display case. Okay, so, from within the secret rebel base on Yavin 4, you listen anxiously as the pilots of red and gold squadrons face down the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. You cheer with joyful relief as Luke Skywalker destroys the Imperial installation with a single shot. You stand at grateful attention as Princess Leia Organa presents Skywalker and Han Solo with awards for their meritorious service. Yet the ceremony has hardly finished when Rebel Command orders a full evacuation of Yavin 4 base. You help the load of transports, uncertain how long you have until the Empire arrives. Alright, begin. So, move this out of the way. Put this over here. 1 to 4 players take part in it. Each player controls his or her own hero of the rebellion, and you must work together to accomplish goals, blah, blah, blah. Series of missions, yeah, it's okay, we know what a campaign is. It'll teach how to play. Rules reference, have off to the side. If you need to review past messages, okay, the computer down there. You had just arrived at the Rebel base on Yavin as a new recruit when the Death Star came to destroy the moon. Now that the Death Star has been destroyed, nearly everyone on the planet is preparing to evacuate the base, who however, are to undergo training to become soldiers, and yet perhaps one day Legends of the Alliance. Italicized text tells the story of what's happening in the game. Non-italicized text is rules and explanation text that instructs you about what to do. Alright. Played maps made up of double-sided tiles. Yes, I know that. Gain the following tiles: 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, 17. 2. I had these all in somewhat order before. Hopefully they still are. No, 22, 24. 1. Let's see, what are these ones? These are the... Okay, this should be 1 through 10, so 5, 6, 9, and 10. 9. 6. 5, 6, 9, 10. We have 5 here. 4, 3. Alright, what do I have? Okay, so we have tile 1 and 2. We have 5. We have 6. We have 9. And these are 20s. $26. Is it in? Oh, it's probably in here. Man, there's a lot of freaking tiles in this game. 11, 16, 14, 13, 18, 14. I don't know where 10 is. 12, 18, 17. Let's make sure it's none of these ones. 4, 3. I probably had it before. 7. 36. 22. 18s. 24. Oh, it's probably one of these little square ones over in the other thing. Alright, well. Looks like I didn't organize these last time I played. Alright. 30. We got 38, 35, 36. 30s. Oh, 17. I don't seem to have 10. What were the other ones? 10 and 17. Oh, I think I saw that one already. Alright. So I still need 10, 17, and 3 18s. I think I saw some 18s down there. These are all 30s. Oh, there's a 17. And I know I saw some 18s over here. I don't know where 10 is. Oh yeah, 18s were those little guys. I think N counts. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't already grab 10. So 9, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Okay. Well, maybe I'll wait for it to show up and see what it looks like, and then maybe I can pick it up better. Once it made it into my expansion box. Oh. So, yeah, there's some other ones in the expansion box. Okay, well, I found it. Okay, let's get going. Continue. Alright, let's bring this over. here a little more. Okay. Okay, so the air is hot and thick with humidity, the sounds of the dense, lively jungle surrounding you on all sides. Place tiles 2A, 18A, and 1 door on the table as indicated. Alright, so I need a 18, which is this guy here. Yeah, I'll play it that way so I'm facing the same way as the screen. And the doors. Tokens up there. I have my own 3D printed doors, but I don't know where they are exactly. Alright. I'll go grab the characters. I'll be back in a second. Okay. So place her over here. Him over here. This guy right here. And I assume he would be, yeah, right over there. Then I will take their game cards. That's 1, 2, 3, and him. All right. So I will lay those all out in front of me. Okay. I also have to get their class cards. Attention soldiers, voice calls. I'm going to use this guy as him because I don't actually have those guys yet. Voice calls out. The uniformed human stands at the top of the stone steps, looking down at you. My name is Corporal Kish. I'm here to get you into the fighting shape. Alliance needs all the fighters it can. If we're ever going to overthrow the Empire, place the Rebel Trooper token on the indicated space. This is Corporal Kish. Alright. Yeah, it's too far away. Okay. Oh. Trooper deployment card. I'll have to get those out. Come on. Oh, there's so many cards in this game. Alright. So what we're doing is we're getting this Rebel Trooper card. Is this guy here. But I believe we need the red one. Which I cannot see. It should have been right next to that one. Oh no, these are... Okay. Weird. Well, I'll just have to use the regular one for now. Let's see, totally Rebel Trooper, we in the player's control. The purpose of this tutorial, the app will tell you Kopakish. Red card back with the Rebel symbol. Oh. Alright. Round one. So, one thing that's cool about this Vorpal board is you can actually zoom in by hovering your mouse over the different things. And, why am I using that mouse? I can actually resize things to make the app a little bigger if I wanted. What I can do is I'll do this, put me over here. Oh. And I'll make this a little smaller. And I'll put it just up there. Okay, missions are divided in a number of rounds. In order to... yeah. Not too important. During a figure's activation, they can perform up to 2 actions. A figure can perform the same action twice, more than once during this activation. Let's get going. Kish says we've got some combat training to do. Kish walks down the stairs. Okay, it's just talking about his movement. Okay. This is giving you basic rules for it. So I know movement already. So he's going to go over and he'll use an action to open the door. Okay. An ancient rusty gate leads out of the courtyard. A rebel may interact. Oh. How's it going, Lovecraft? I don't know if the roles are set up in there yet. Oh, and Tark. Sorry, I don't even have Twitch open to see who's watching. I should have the roles set up. Let's see here. Hey, Laura, if you did want to play automated, There's a bit of a zoom in thing. Yeah, the text on that is pretty small. Okay, no problem. How about Tark? Okay. Well, I gave Lore a link. If you do want to join in, he can either send it to you or I can send it to you as well. But this is that program I was talking about using. It's called Vorpal Board. You can do different, all different things with it. You can actually create tokens and things like that within the game by scanning cards. You can create your own dice, so that I've done that here. So I went through and added these faces to all these dice. And I'll set up the scanner. Let's see, here we go. Did I turn it on? Oh. So it actually creates the card on here. And then if you hover over it, it zooms in. Or if you hold spacebar, it'll make it big on the screen. Alright, so the ancient rusty gate leads out of the courtyard. A rebel may interact with this door to open it. Explaining the basic rules that are not super important. You know, if you've played it before. So Corporal Kish pushes the ancient metal gate open to reveal a lush, dense jungle beyond. Open the door, remove the token from the map. The door token, I guess. And put the other tiles on. So, this would be this big guy here. Goes there. One of the end caps goes over here. Then I think this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes down here. And this will connect these ones and that one. So I'll turn it that way. Okay. So 2 copies of 18. Yep, those are the little end cap guys. Okay. Continue. Several crates. Sucks. I had some 3D printed tokens and everything, but I can't seem to find them. Anyway, we'll do these 2 up here. And these 2 over here. Crate tokens out. Alright, Corporal Kish steps through the gate and motions for you to follow him, so he goes in through here. Has one remaining, so in this one you can split up movement, so you can move, if you have 4 spaces, you can move 3, do another action, then move that last one, which is what he did there. Alright, he's taken his 2 actions. When a hero or ally finishes their activation, select its portrait and form the app. Alright. Okay, and fewer than 4 heroes, that's... No, we already have 4 heroes. And his activation. Alright, grab your gear from the crates and follow Corporal Kish. Have each hero perform an activation, one at a time. Select a crate and learn the rules of interacting with crate tokens. You can find your objectives in... Okay. So, first we'll go with Jin. She will move. What's her movement is 5, so she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she'll move up there and she'll interact with this one here. Interact. Crates like this one contain useful items, blah blah blah. You have to be in a valid space, so adjacent to it, which we are. Interact. Find a blaster pistol inside. Look for Jin's weapons. Alright. So, I'll get each of the guys' gear. So that was Finn. We have Gideon. We have Jin. And Garkan. Alright, so Jin, we go through her items here and we find the vintage blaster. Here, I can scan that in. And I'll go grab that. So, come on, flip it. So this is Jin's blaster. And the zoom in's kind of on the other side, so yeah, we'll do this. Alright, so the attack is 2 green dice. The lightning bolts are different abilities you can use if you roll those, so the top one, the burst thing, is a +1 damage or +1 accuracy. So that's Jin's weapon, the vintage blaster. I'm going to move these up a little bit, and then there we go, give myself a little more room. Okay, so she moved, she activated. Crates removed. Select your hero's portrait to say that they end their activation. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to activate the one in front of him. So that'll be this one up here. Interact. And you get the Vibro Axe for Garkan. Here's the Vibro Axe. I will scan that. All right. And this one is a red die and a yellow die. So it has Pierce 1, so if the opponent has armor, it'll blast through the armor by 1 hit. cleave one. So if you hit one person, you can use a lightning bolt to cleave and do 1 damage to the next person over. Okay, that's the end. Already did the end of his turn. Next, Fen is going to run up and get to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're all going to be close enough to get there. So we will open this crate here. Yes, interact. And we get his blaster rifle. Alright, here's his infantry rifle. Scan that in as well. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Oh. So the infantry rifle is a blue and a green. Same thing as the other one, accuracy or damage for pluses. Depending on the color of the die, it has different kind of values. A red is really good for doing damage, but has no range. I forget, green or blue, one of them has a lot more bursts, or yellow, one of them has, some of them have more range, some of them have more damage, some of them have more special abilities. And you'll have the same for your defense dice as well. One is, there's kind of 2 different versions of defense in this. The black dice are basically like armor. They can stop hits from coming in, whereas white is more like your dexterity, your ability to dodge attacks. Anyway, we'll say that he's gone. And we'll go for Gideon. We'll come up and get this one here. And we know it's going to give him his holdout blaster. So this one is a Pierce 2, so it can go through 2 points of armor. And it is a blue and a yellow. Okay, so those are... Let's see, continue. Alright, having collected your gear, you head out to the combat range. Objective updated 2 of 3. Perform activations until each hero occupies a space indicated for that hero in the app. When the hero is in its assigned spot, select its portrait on the map to inform the app. Note that these spaces are difficult terrain. Take an additional movement to go through. Sorry, this chat thing, I keep forgetting to look. Vorpal dynamically picking a board layout for you. I can basically go through and lay it out however I want. And I can resize things if I want to. Maybe do that there. That down there. Maybe I'll make this one a bit bigger. Yeah, you can lay it out however you want, and when more people join, they'll get their own windows or their own pictures, and they can move them around to wherever they want. The only thing that... Oh. Weird. I don't know what I just did. The only thing that you can't move is the place where the cards show up when you scan them, so right here. You can see there is a bit of a grayed out area, or a card-shaped plus. That's where the cards are going to show up. And you can zoom in and out as much as you want. you can have a giant game. I've already scanned in some other cards for the other characters over here. Just testing it out earlier. I didn't realize this one you had to play with the starting characters only kind of thing, so I'd scanned a few more in just to try it out. Okay, so I have to move everybody to their locations. Oh, I can... So if I wanted, I could rearrange the map here to match what's going on. That's okay. Although I will say it's a little confusing because I have the app running on one window and Vorpal board on the other, so if I could try to grab something in one, it may actually be in the other. So right now I'm looking around on Vorpal board. Right now I'm looking around on the map, or on the app. And his activation. So round 2. Takes off at a jog through the jungle. Corporal activates next, performing his 2 move actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So he's going to go through, do all that movement, and get to there. Continue. End his turn. So now it's ours, so we'll go with Jin first. She has 5 speed, so she can move double that, so 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 through difficult terrain. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she's up there. End her turn. Garkan, so he moves 4, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's not quite there. I will let it know that Jin is where she needs to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's most of the way there. Next we'll have him, so he moves 4 spaces. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And their turns. Round 3, back up. So Jin is already where she needs to be. Garkan can move to his space. 1, 2. And I guess he'll have to end his turn. Then he's trying to get below, what's his face? 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll use both his turns to get over there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. He's over here. So that's him. Yes. And him. End everybody's activation. Alright. Okay. Place 1 terminal token. So we have a terminal right above them. So Corporal flips a couple of switches on the panel, but the terminal begins making a grinding sound and then goes black. Kish flicks the switch up and down several times, but the terminal shows no sign of life. Are any of you handy with the wrench, she asks. Terminal requires repairs. Fortunate Jin is good with technology, as indicated by the 3 dice of her tech. She will now attempt to pass a tech test. Okay, so Jin, you can see on here her tech symbol, the wrench. It's a blue, a green, and a yellow. So I can either roll the physical dice, or I can go through Vorpal board and add a, let's see, a blue, a green, and a yellow. When we're looking for damage symbols. So that's 1, 2 damage. So I only got 2. 1 on the blue and 1 from the green. So I will come up here and do 2. Confirm. You open up the terminal and quickly find the source of the problem after a quick bypass. You close up the terminal, flip the switch, and bring the machine back to life. Nice job, Corporal Kish says. I flips a few switches, and a number of small spherical training remotes deploy from a container hidden behind the terminal and spreads out. Place 6 neutral mission tokens where indicated. So those I'm going to, since we're kind of done in that area there, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. So we have 1 over here, 1 down here. We have 1 up here, 1 over here, 1 up there, and grab 1 more for over here. Alright, neutral mission tokens are used to represent a variety of things. And for this mission, they represent training remotes. We use these remotes for target practice. Allow me to demonstrate. He pulls out his blaster pistol. Kisha now activates and wants to perform an attack. Has a ranged attack, which is on his blaster number. So on his card, where did I put that? So at the bottom, you can see he has blue and yellow. To perform a ranged attack, a figure must have line of sight to the target. Let's see which remote he has sight on. Line of sight. It will draw 2 uninterrupted straight lines from a single corner of your attacking figure to 2 corners of your opponent's. Do not have line of sight because they are occupied by figures. Again, can't see that one. He can see either of those 2. Perform a move action to get closer to his target. So he's going to move up here, and he will attack. The corporal raises his blaster pistol to his eye level and takes aim at the nearest remote. I will now perform an attack action. So it's just explaining how to do that. So I will grab dice, what was it, blue and a yellow. So he was going for this one. So what we have on the dice here, the different symbols are different things. So the lightning bolt is I think it's called like a burst or something. I'd probably explain it in here. Out of numbers shown on the attack dice, you rolled to determine the accuracy. So at least 2, which the blue die gave 2. So he's able to hit. So the numbers on them indicate how far it shoots. So the yellow one didn't add any range, but the blue one was luckily enough long range enough to hit it. Or accurate enough to hit it. So it hits. Now the damage. Count the number of damage icons. If the remote has damage tokens equal to or exceeding its health of 3, the remote is destroyed. Remember, you can find token rules indicating. Okay. Number of damage tokens next to the remote. So, what I'm going to do for damage tokens is I will... That's one thing that's cool about Vorpal Board is I can scan one in here. Now, if I wanted, I could just leave it on and get a few more. So, I can put a damage token on him there. So I just let it sit on for a little while, so it made a few of them. Or what I can do is right-click on it and hit duplicate to make another one, or I can right-click on one, duplicate, 3, 4 copies, hit duplicate, and it will make 4 more. Or, instead of having a bunch of them on here, what I can do is select this one, toggle counter, and 1 damage. So, that damage counter is showing that it has... I'll go zoom up so you can see a bit better. So yeah, a damage counter with a 1 on it. You can move that up or down as you want. And any piece can technically be a counter if you want. Toggle counter. So this card, you can, if it has a certain amount of uses or something, you can do that on it. You can turn that off. Basically anything on here can be a counter. I'm not sure if... No. So it's taken 1 damage, and it also had... What were the other symbols? It had a burst. So he has the ability... I forgot. I keep forgetting I'm used to the card cam and not actually having one up here. Alright, if you have not... So I can use a lightning bolt to pierce one. It didn't have any armor, so that doesn't really do anything. So it's still just the 1 damage. Normally you would put it on there, on the physical board, but I've got digital ones as counters, so just keep it like that. Alright, does the remote have at least 3 damage tokens next to it? No. Here we go, Surge. Ignore these for now. They will discuss later. Okay, never mind that. Garkan does not have range. We know that. So he has melee, so I have to be next to it. Now, you see, now it's done. Show me what you've got. Corporal Kish says, stepping back next to the terminal. Move Corporal Kish back to the appropriate spot. And then perform attacks against the remotes until they're all defeated. Alright, so that is the end of his turn, so now it should be back to us. Okay, now we basically just take turns until they are all gone. You can take turns in any order you want, so what we'll do is... Um, he's going to... We'll get Gideon here to shoot with his blaster at this one over here. This guy here. So Gideon, he's shooting at the one that's 2 spaces away. So he is a green and, or no, a blue and a yellow. So that is 4 accuracy, which is more than enough to hit. And then he does 2 damage. Now I don't have any bursts to do anything, so that is just 2 damage to him. Now let's grab one of these guys. We'll stick it on here. Toggle counter. 2. That one's taking 2 damage, and he will just fire again because he... Actually, he's going to fire at the one down here. We'll let Garkan run up and hit that one that he was just attacking. So, that is a 2 damage, 3 range, so more than enough to hit it. 2 damage and a surge. His surge can only be used as... Oh no, we're ignoring surges for now. So that's 2 damage on him. Did I... So we will toggle counter. 2 damage to him. Alright, so that is Gideon's turn. They do have special rules and stuff, but I think it's kind of ignoring that for right now. We'll get Garkan to run up there. So he's going to go next. So that's the big Wookiee guy here. Right. On the wrong page. So he's going to run up 1, 2, 3 spaces over to here. You can move through your friends as long as you don't end on them. Actually, he'll just run up to here. So that was just 2 spaces, so he still has 2 more. But he's going to attack the first one that Gideon attacked. And he has... Where is his axe? I think this is it here. His Vibro Axe. So it's a red and a yellow. Alright, so that is 2 damage, 3 damage, and 3 surges. Since we're not using surges, that would have just knocked it out. 1 hit. So I'll just remove that one, and he's taken that one out. Then he can use his other 2 spaces to run up here. So next time he can just smack that one. Okay, then we will go with, what's his name? Finn. Oh, we'll let it know that Garkan went. So then Finn will go. He'll run 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll get up here, and he'll fire at the one that was already damaged by the Corporal, whatever, Kish, or whatever his name is. So... he has a blue and a green. So we'll go for the one, like I said, the one that was already damaged. So that one is poorly cocked. So that is 3, 4, 5 range and 2 hits. That had taken 1 already, so that is enough to take that one out. So then we'll just move that token off to the side. So that was his move, his shot, and that was his turn. So we will end his activation. And now it's Jin. She will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's just going to run way up here and then blast at the one by the red square there. This one here. So she gets 2 green dice. You know what? I will use this one here. So we'll get rid of this. 2 green. Ooh, that was red. There we go. 2 green. So way more than enough range and 4 hits. That'll just straight up take it out. So that is her turn. Oh, right. I should probably tell the app that some of these are dying. Destroy. Okay. I should have been doing this as I was destroying them, but that's okay. Oh, here we go. Surge allows you to enhance your attack, so I should have been doing this because I can use them now. You can use 1 surge ability. Each surge ability can only be used once per attack. So, surge abilities are listed on allies' deployment cards or your hero's weapon cards. Okay, so the hit symbol adds another hit. The accuracy adds extra range to your attack, or accuracy to your attack. Pierce goes through armor, and Cleave does a damage to something other than the target. If you're adjacent to 2 remotes, when you attack one of them, you can cleave and place another damage on an adjacent one. So if you can get in between 2, then it's good. Continue until you've defeated, so I don't know how to destroy. So we just have 3 left. See how you do with level 2. Flips a few switches in panel, and the remotes begin moving and rotating unpredictably. The remaining remotes have now a defensive die. There are 2 colors, defensive die, black and white. The remotes are white dice. Roll at the same time as your attack. Okay. Each block each triangle stops damage, each circle thing stops a surge, and the X means you completely miss. Or the opponent completely missed. The Pierce can go through those symbols, the triangle symbols. Alright, let's take out these new remotes then. The corporal is interrupted by a chirping of his comlink. He listens to the device for a moment, then continues. That was the command center. I'm needed back at the base. Take out these remotes. I should be back by the time you're done. Please remove Corporal Kish from the map. Perform activations until you have defeated the rest of the remotes. Alright. So we'll remove him. And we'll go with Garkan first, because he uses right next to 1. So that is a yellow and a red. That's way more than enough to kill it. 3, well, it is just enough to kill it, plus a surge. Oh yeah, I forgot, it has a possible block. So it stopped the surge. So that's fine, because it still did enough to damage it. And then he's just going to end his turn, because the others should be able to take them others out. Gideon is going to attack down here at the one that he's close to, the already damaged one. So Gideon is a blue and a yellow. So that is 1 damage and a surge, and it blocks 1. So his surge can be used to negate that, because he has a Pierce 2. So his surge negates the block, so it's enough to knock it out. I'm not sure if you can see that. So this is what I rolled. So 1 hit is blocked by 1 block, but then the surge can pierce 2, so it pierces through that block. So it is still 1 hit. And we'll end his turn. Nope, that was Gideon. And then we'll go with Jin up, or not Jin, Fen up here. Fen's gonna fire at the one straight ahead of him. So that's this one here. Fen and him. So that will be... He's got a blue and a green against the opponent's white die. So that was... Here we go, there's an interesting one. So that is 4 damage. 7 range, way more than enough. So 4 damage, no surges, so the circle on the... Can you even see it? Here, tilt this up a bit. So you can see the dice up here. We have 7 range, and then 4 hits. The circle would stop a surge, but there's no surges. And the triangle stops 1 hit, so that is still 4 hits. Oh, that fell. Gotta tighten up. Okay, so that is still 3 hits, and enough to knock that out. Oh, I keep forgetting to kill stuff as I kill it. Destroy. Destroy. And we've taken out this one. 3 hits, 1 defense die. The remote explodes. Discard this mission token. Alright, the last remote is just exploding in a ball of sparks and fire when the signal comes across the comlink channels. Alert, alert, Imperial forces have landed. Begin evacuation procedures immediately. You decide you had better get back to base. Alright, this is the campaign map. We return here each time you complete a mission. You'll learn more about the campaign map after the 3rd tutorial mission. The app automatically saves your progress through the game when you start to complete missions. Each mission round, you save your progress yourself by main menu save and quit. This is one mission displayed on the campaign map. The next tutorial mission, to begin the mission, select that mission on the map. Window will be open to display a description of the mission. Okay. So Yavin 4 here is the next mission. Here. Trying to figure out a way to make it a little more visible on the stream. That's okay. So the 4th moon orbiting the outer rim planet Yavin. Yavin 4's jungle surface is home to the Masasi Outpost. The ancient temple serves as the Alliance's headquarters in the early days of the Galactic Civil War. Select briefing. After a bit of combat training, you're recalled to the base where the Imperials are... Wow. I may need to grab my glasses. Detected on the moon. Fighting against remotes is one thing. Fighting against the living, you're about to learn that's something else entirely. The second tutorial for new players teaches about Imperial figures. Alright, begin mission. Alright, you were trained with Corporal Kish when he's called back to base, leaving you to continue on your own. You've just destroyed the last remote when the signal came across. In the mission, you'll learn how to perform Imperial activations. The primary reference document for this is the rulebook. Select on the main menu. Tiles 1, 2, 5, 9, 18, and 38. So, I guess we will take all these off. I don't know if it's going to be... We had 1, 2, 5, 9, 18. So we don't need 10 anymore. Five. We need... What's this guy? 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 9, 18. 18 times 3. Okay. There's 3 18s. And a 9. That's a 6. There's the 9. Alright, we'll leave those ones out so I don't need 1 anymore. Oh yeah, 1. 1. This one was 2. We need 5. This one should be 9. 3 18s. And now a 38. Ooh. I wonder if it was one of the ones down here. Seven, 19, 20, and 1. Oh, expansions. So it should be over here. It may take a minute to find. 22, 4, 3. 20, 28, 38. This is 8, 7, come on, 13, 17, 14, 13. I think all the 30s were down in here. 34, 37, getting close. 38, there we go. Now these are all side Bs, so we'll switch them all over. Okay, that should be all of them. One A. So 1A. So we will start it up here. We'll place one doorway here. And the two end caps over here. Okay. So let's do. I'll get it facing that way for now. Upon receiving the signal, you head back towards the base. You arrive at the gate, but you arrive at the gate to the base's courtyard to find the gate closed and locked. 1 218s and a door. Alright, so you call Command Center and request that the gate be open for you. This is Lieutenant Talcon. A woman's voice responds over the comlink. Hold tight a moment. We're busy initiating emergency procedures. You wait impatiently as the gate to be unlocked. Place Garkin on the indicated space. So that will be right here. And Jin will be down there. I'm going to move the door back a bit so we can see. Finishes blaster, she already has that. Fen will be down here. Oh, where am I? And where is, what's his name? Gideon will be right up against the door. Alright. Okay. Round one.
It's them. Blast them.
Oh. Just then you notice the movement of the corner of your eye. You turn and look through the dense foliage. You catch sight of the sunlight glinting off of white armor. Deploy 3 stormtroopers. Choose one color below for this group of stormtroopers. So I am going to select blue, because that's what I have on the bases, the ones that I grabbed. Okay. So, one stormtrooper there, one stormtrooper there, and one stormtrooper up here. Let's move it back down a little bit. Okay, so as you can kind of see on both the map and the physical board, those red squares you cannot see through or move through. And the deployment card for the stormtroopers. Ooh, that's gonna fall. Okay. No. There we go, stormtrooper. Scan another card in. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, there's the Stormtroopers card. We'll bring that up a second. So, the top left are the points that they cost to place on the board. That was for when you were doing the one versus all game. So, bottom right is its attack. It's a blue and a green. Defense is a black die, so it's armor. It has 4 health and 3 health and 4 speed, so it can move 4 spaces. can use its bursts or surges to do 1 extra damage or +2 accuracy, and while attacking and adjacent to a friendly trooper, you may reroll an attack die. Alright. Okay, so we'll continue on. Before you can react, the stormtroopers are charging at you. Normally, the rebels get to activate first during the round, but these stormtroopers interrupted the natural flow and activate first. Imperial figures activate in groups. So, as you can see at the top left below the 6, there are three lines or dashes kind of thing. Those indicate how many are in each group. So they get to go first. When the Stormtrooper group is done activating, it'll be your turn. Okay, so the Imperial activation window. This window shows you everything you need to know to activate the Stormtroopers that are activating now. The group portrait. Ignore the squad training ability. Okay, so they don't get a reroll. Any special rules. They have +2 accuracy, +1 damage for surges. When playing Legends of the Alliance, all abilities on the Imperial groups that use the word may or choose are ignored. Okay. Because you don't get to choose. You should ignore the squad training. Okay. So bonus. This bonus that the group gets during the activation in this case. So they don't always get all surges. They have it chosen up there which ones they will use. So this time they will use +1. Oh, they gained a bonus surge. Okay. In this case, each Stormtrooper adds 1 surge to its attack during activation. Bonuses can change each time they activate. So make sure... Okay, I'll have to pay attention to that. I don't remember that. Alright. One time, each figure in the group will perform each of its own activations in order starting from the top. If a figure cannot perform an instruction, it will skip the instruction and proceed to the next one. Some activation instructions have 1 or 2 action icons. An Imperial figure cannot perform instructions with more than a combined of 2 actions. If an instruction would bring a figure total more than 2, they skip that instruction. Additionally, Imperial figures can only perform 1 instruction. Okay. So, here, I'll get it zoomed in a bit. So there's 3 different symbols, or 2 different types of symbols here. The kind of arrow, and then the burst in arrow. A burst in arrow you can only do 1, whereas the other ones you can do 2 of. So if he does this one, he can't do the other 2. If he can't perform that one, he'll skip to the next one, and then he'll do both of those, basically. Normally you get to decide the activation order for figures, but for this purpose, we'll start with this one here. So, this guy. The first instruction is to move 3 and attack. Move 3 indicates that the Storm will spend 3 movement points to try to perform the rest of the instruction, in this case attack, when the figure is moving. When a figure is moving to perform an attack, it will try to get close as possible to its target. When the figure moves, it will take the shortest path. You can ignore the speed value on the figure. Okay, so you always go by that. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Even though tutorial will tell you where to place and move figures, this is demonstration purposes only. During the typical mission, the app does not track where the figures are. Oh yes. Hi, cat. Will perform attack against his preferred target, the closest rebel inside the text. So the closest rebel, yeah. 1 blue and 1 green. And the closest one is Garkan, so it will roll a black die. Hey, Butters. Got another visitor. Hey, come here. Oh, there we go. Oh, you want down, don't you? There. Okay, so the Stormtrooper gets a blue and a green versus Garkon's black die. Let's move that over here a bit. Okay, so that is 3 range. No damage. But 2 surges, and they get a bonus surge, so they have 3 surges. 1 blue, 1 green die for the range attack. Garkan's player, rolls the defense dice, which is 1 black. Roll for the Stormtrooper. As with the range weapon, check to see if the attack has accuracy. Yep, it's got 3. He's only 1 space away, so that's fine. Then Stormtrooper will spend any surges it's rolled, including the free surge. Okay, so that shows the priority of the surges. On the topmost surge ability, if it would have an effect. Skip the accuracy and go to the damage, so he will do 1 damage to Garkon. Okay, so basically he only did 1 damage, so I will put 1 damage on Garkon's sheet. The Stormtrooper now has performed 1 instruction, so it can perform 1 more instruction with it action because the Stormtrooper oh, okay. If it had done a basic arrow action, it could then do another, but because it performed this burst action, it can only do the 1. Let's see what this Stormtrooper will do next. We go to the next instruction list 4, so move 2 to reposition 4. So figure will attempt to move a space away from the nearest rebel. Spaces away. Which is the furthest Stormtrooper can get from him. Okay, so he's going to try to get to one of those spaces. So he wants to get as far away from people as possible. So he's going to go to one of those two, and I'm assuming he'll just want to go to this one here. When there's 2 or more valid options, the player should decide which would be least beneficial for the heroes. So in behind that cover. I thought he couldn't go there because of his burst thing. Okay. with 2 actions. Move 3 to attack. Move 2 to position 4. It now has finished its activations, so now the other 2 will activate. So this guy over here will go. Follow first instruction, move 3 to attack. So he'll move 1, 2, 3. Okay, performs 2 actions, but only one of them can have that burst symbol. Okay, I get it now. Since there's more than one rebel, need to decide which one's attack. Don't forget the rule. Perform an attack against Garkan or Fen. Then select continue. Okay, well, it'll go for Garkan because he's already damaged. And he wants to be a douche. Okay. Garkan blocks 3. 3 hits. But 3 blocks. Where's that? It's a little out of focus. There we go. So there's 3 hits and 3 blocks, but he automatically gets a free surge. So he will use the surge to do an extra damage, so that is 2 damage on Garkan. Now he'll do his move to reposition 4. So that'll be 1, 2 spaces. Okay. Finally, the last Stormtrooper to activate. You have the knowledge you need. Activate the Stormtrooper and select finish if you need to. Okay. So, he will move 3. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. And he can hit any of those 3. He'll go for Garkan as well. They're focusing on the one guy. So that is... just want to make sure I'm a blue and a green. Yep. Okay. So that is 3 range. So 1, 2, 3. Just enough to hit him. And he has 2 blocks, so he blocks those 2. And he has 1 surge. 2 surges, so he doesn't need to use 1 surge for accuracy, so he uses the other one for damage. So that is 1 more on Garkan. And then he'll use his move 2, so 1, 2, to get at least 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Finish. One of these highlighted spaces. If so, you got everything right, especially if ended behind the blocking terrain, which I did. It's now red, so now it is our turn. Choose a hero to go first, and then have that hero perform an activation. When they are complete, select their portrait, and end the hero's activation. Trying to defeat the Stormtroopers. Remember when you can find your current objective. Damage equal or exceeding their opponent's health. Yep. Okay. So now we are just trying to defeat these guys. Okay, so we'll go with... who should we go with first? I'm not even sure, is anybody watching? If you are, what do you think we should go for first? Oh, we got some viewers. Anybody? Thoughts on what we should do? We can go with... get this down over here. You know, Garkan's taking a bit of a beating. Maybe he'll run over to the one guy at the top left. Okay. Just making sure everything was working right. Okay, so we will go to... I just want to see if my friend will end up joining. Yeah, nothing yet. Okay, well, I will go with Garkan first, so he'll move 1, 2 within range of that stormtrooper up there. Let's get this up here. So he's going to swing at that guy. So the stormtrooper have a black armor die, and Garkan goes with a red and a yellow. So, ooh, that was a good block. Okay, not great for me. So let's see, what do we have? A Pierce 1. His blocks outnumber. So I don't think he does armor, or does any damage. Unfortunately. Because it is 1 surge and 2 hits versus 3 armor. I can pierce 1, but that still leaves 2 armor. So, unfortunately, Garkan does not hit, so he will just move. He moved 1, 2 to get up there, so he'll move 1, 2 to move back. Jin is going to move 1, 2, 3 over to this corner, and she can fire from one corner to 2 opponents' corners, so she is able to hit him from there. Oh, I will end Garkan's turn. Did you manage to take out a stormtrooper when the timer? No. Heroes can be defeated as well. When a hero suffers damage equal to its health, they become wounded, remove all damage tokens, and flip. Okay. Take out the stormtroopers fast. Lieutenant Talcon orders via comlink. Continue until they're defeated. Okay, so Jin is going to fire, and she gets 2 greens. And it's against the stormtroopers' black armor, or black die. Alright, so 2 greens versus a black die. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range, which is way more than enough, and 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. -2 because of his armor. So that is 2 hits to him. So we will take one of these tokens and place it on him. So he's taken 2 damage, so that will end her turn. Okay, let's see here. Fen is going to... Can he hit? I can definitely hit that one. So 1, 2, 3 spaces away. He's just going to fire from where he is. So that is a green and a blue against a black die. So that is 3 range Oh, wow, they keep getting really good blocks in. 1, 2, 3, enough to hit. Not enough to do the damage, so because the Stormtrooper blocked really well. He's going to take a second shot, because he never moved or anything. Alright, so that's 3 range, 4 range, and more than enough, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Blocked 2 of them, so that is 2 hits against him. So again, we'll take one of these tokens, put it onto this guy here. 2 damage. Two, three, 4. Gideon is going to shoot at that same one. He does need a range of 4. Hopefully that would be enough. A blue and a yellow against the black die, but he can go twice, so that's alright. Okay. 3, 4, 5 range. More than enough. He blocks 2, but I hit him 3 times, so that is enough to take him out. Oh, I didn't say his turn ended. Okay. So now on Gideon's turn, he can take out... Defeat Stormtroopers blue, no. Okay. Oh, that's only if you defeat the entire group. Okay. Alright, Gideon took 1 shot. No, he did he shoot 2? Whatever, I'll end his turn. Can't remember if I did 2 actions or not, and Gideon's turn. Alright. The oppressive jungle heat saps your strength. Each hero suffers 1 damage. Okay. 2, 3, 4. This is a peril effect. You will encounter effects like this at various points during the mission. The longer you take to complete a mission, the worse the effects will be. So, yeah, it's a timer kind of thing, so you don't just dick around. Alright, round 2. I guess the Stormtroopers are going to go. General round. Oh. During a normal round, the Rebels and Imperials take turns activating. The round begins with the activation of a hero or an ally chosen by the player, followed by an Imperial group. Okay, so now it's going... So normally, if there's multiple groups of bad guys, you'll go 1 good guy, 1 group of bad guys, or 1 bad guy. Then... Oh, sorry. I'm just getting a text here. It's just seeing if I want some food. Okay, so I will go with... Who's taking some damage? Alright. Why do I keep using that mouse? Okay, so I'll move that off to the side, move that off to the side. Okay, sorry. I think Garkan's gonna run in and try to kill that one guy. So 1, 2, and he's gonna swing at him. Try to take that guy out. So that, what was it, a red and a yellow versus the black die. Okay. So he blocks 2. I have 2 damage, 3 damage, and a surge. The surge can be pierce. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's going to kill him no matter what. So that takes out him. And he's going to use the rest of his turn to just step back from here. Maybe not. No, he was here? I'm gonna say there. Yeah, he'll step back under cover. So that was Garcane. His turn. Now. Gain Pierce 1 for each other figure in this group. There's only one, so he doesn't get his bonus. So, activation moves 4 spaces to attack. Healthy Revel suffered the least damage. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to fire at Fen. So Fen has a black die defense, and it is against a blue and a green from the Stormtrooper. Alright, so that is 3 damage, but he stops a surge. There are no surges, so that is 3 damage to Fen. And then he is going to move 2 to reposition 4. 2. I guess he'll just get as far away as he can. He moved 2. So now that is their turn. So now it's back to me. He's just going to fire right back. So he'll use his infantry rifle, which is a blue and a green, against the black defense die. That is 4 hits against 1 block. So that takes him out. So that will knock out that. Alright, good work taking out these bucket heads. Lieutenant Talkin says over the comm, your skills are improving quickly. You have just earned fame. Fame is a measure of how well you're known across the galaxy. The higher your fame, the more resources. It's kind of like XP, I think, provide you. Or like buying power. I don't know. With the more effort the Imperial will put into taking you out, fame is earned primarily by defeating enemy groups, achieving mission objectives, and completing missions. Alright, more Imperial forces are on their way. I'm unlocking the gate. Base grounds. Get inside to help with evacuations. The door is now unlocked. When a hero adjacent to the door, that hero can interact with the door or open it by selecting the door. Okay, continue. Okay, so he just shot, so he'll move next to the door. He can't activate it, though. Gideon is next to the door, so he will. So he... Gate leads into the Roval base, which is surrounded by a fence overgrown with vegetation. A hero must interact with his door to open it. Remember, hero must be adjacent, which he is. He'll interact. Alright. Place this bad boy here. And then one of these. And another door. Okay. Continue. Oh. Probe droid's incoming. A probe droid hovers over the fence and into the courtyard. I grabbed a couple of these guys already, just in case. So, he shows up down there. Oh. Okay. And we'll put a blue circle around him, because he's got a blue thing on his base. Another probe droid. Okay. So we'll do pink, I guess, because there's a red one on him. Colored rings around the probe droids help you distinguish the two. Defeat one of the groups, make sure the correct one in the app. You can mark your probe droid figures with a colored sticker to provide. I don't use those. So you can see they've got blue and red bases and then blue and red circles around them. Those bases I got 3D printed back when my 3D printer worked. Destroy the probe droids. Lieutenant Talcon orders complete activation of the hero who opened the door. So, he didn't take an action yet, or he's only taken one action. So I believe he can hit. He can hit the red one. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So yeah, he'll fire. So it is a blue and a yellow against the droids. I don't have their stats out. Huh. Alright, we've got the probe droid here. And you know what? Let's scan this guy so you can see. Alright. Okay, so he's immobile, so terrain doesn't slow him down. He can pierce one, he can do extra damage, and he can recover a hit. Self-destruct. At the end of a round, you may roll one red die. Each adjacent figure suffers damage equal to the result. Then you're defeated. Okay, so Gideon is going to fire at one. They have a black defense die. So that will be a blue and a yellow versus the black die. One, two, three, 4 range, so that is 1, 2, 3, just enough to hit. So he blocked one, but I have a surge, and that surge can pierce 2. So pierces through and does 1 damage to him. So we will put a one damage on the red guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it up here because they're only single figures. So that was his turn. So Gideon will end his turn. Alright, probe droid. So the red one will go. Bonus, gain +1 damage. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Probe droid wants to attack its first instruction, but it won't settle for the closest rebel. It wants to attack the healthiest member of their squad. Let's see if it can. Probe droid to attack from that it can reach with its move of 2. So place it here. 2. Imperial figures use the targeting priority to determine who they attack. Symbols indicate when an Imperial figure is given some criteria to determine its target, it will try to attack the target that best fits the criteria. If it cannot, it will instead choose from the targets that it can attack. Okay. If it cannot attack a target, it will default to attacking the closest rebel figure. Okay. Assume for a moment the probe droid cannot get line of sight to the hero that suffered the least damage. It will attack the hero that it does have line of sight and that has suffered the least damage. If it has line of sight to more than one hero, suffer the same amount of damage, it will go for the closest one. Using target priority, perform the probe droid's attack. Remember, when spending lightning bolts, skip any that would not have an effect. Finishes activation. So we move 2, and it'll attack this one with the least damage, which will be Gideon or Jin. So Gideon's the only one close enough to actually do it. So that is... that is a blue die and 2 yellows versus Gideon's black armor die. Okay, not bad. 1 damage, 2 surges, 2 blocks. So, for surges, it can pierce 1, do another damage, or recover a hit. What's its priorities? Surge priority? Damage and pierce. So use 1 to get extra damage, so that's 2 damage. And use 1 to pierce 1, so it gets rid of a block. So that's 2 damage, but 1 block. So that's just 1 damage to Gideon. That's fine. Then it'll move 2 to reposition 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess that would be the best advantageous position. So he's gone. So now it's Jin's turn. So she can 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. You know what? She's going to go here. Yeah, she'll just run out there and go for the red guy. So she gets 2 greens against their black die. Alright, so he blocks a surge, so that's 3 hits and no surge. So 3 hits, and he's already taken 1 damage. So that brings him up to... No, looking at the wrong screen. Oh. Well, that's dumb. It moved their order. So I'll just have to remember to move that on him. This would be good with a second player because they can control the tokens and things. If anybody that, I personally know is watching and wants to play, throw a shout out and I can get you in on it if you want to play along. Actually, I'm just gonna do something here. Where is... Oh, and if anybody is watching on Facebook Live, the comments... Oh, they should show up on here. Actually, I'm going to test. There we go. So yeah, if anybody watching, let me know if you want to play. can send you a link to Vorpal board and you can join along. Roll some dice for me. Okay, so she ran up. She did 3 damage to the droid. They have 5 health. So that is it for her. So we will end her activation. Over the din of battle, you hear the sound of more Imperial forces approaching. Remove this and place these tiles. And that way. So you can kind of see the map just keeps getting bigger and bigger as we go. We can get some end caps on them. There we go. Ooh. Royal guards come splashing across the stream, accompanied by a towering figure cloaked in black who is wielding a red lightsaber. Oh, good. Several stray blaster shots fly at the group, which the cloaked figure deflects with ease. He moves for 2 of his guards to head in your direction, while he and several more guards head for the source of the blaster fire. Deploy the regular Royal Guard group. Okay, good. This is awesome. I'll be right back. Okay. These rail guards are coming for you. Luckily, they're far away and have melee attacks. Okay. Where are the rail guards? Champion. Oh, these are out of order. Okay, so Royal Guards. Scan those in. Okay. 8 health, 5 movement. I think we ignore their abilities for now and just look at the bonuses up there, but we'll see. The Royal Guards are coming. Let's see what they'll do during their activation. First priority to it is attack. Even if they move forward, they won't be able to attack anyone. That being the case, they will skip that instruction, including the move portion. They will try to get in position to attack the next round. Their instruction is move 3 towards the closest hero, then move 7 towards the closest hero. 10 spaces. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll get them right there. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. They made it right to where Garkan is. He is not going to be doing so well in a second. You aren't to take out these guards, Lieutenant. Focus on those probe droids. Get in the hang of activating Imperial figures so you can do this activation on your own. Remember that this probe droid may have different bonus than previous. Perform their activation. Bonus +1 damage. Move 2, attack the closest healthy droid. I mean, there's no point in moving more. I think it means like up to 2 and then attack. Okay, so it will do... Alright, 2 yellow and a blue versus her white die. Oh, nice. So, that's really good. So you can see the white die has the X symbol on it, kind of thing. That means I completely dodge it. Otherwise it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 damage plus 4 surges plus an extra damage. So 5 damage plus surges. Pierce 1, extra damage. Recover 1. It doesn't take any damage, so it doesn't need to recover. So that's fine. So it literally does nothing. And then we'll move 2 to reposition 3. 1, 2. Kind of lucky with that one. Round 3. Okay, so it's a new round. I'm going to try to... Oh, I have... So it's reset to a new round, so everybody can go. Do I want to go with Jin first to try to take out that... that one that's already damaged? You know what? From where she is, she can hit either, so she'll go for that one damaged one first. So that is a 2 greens against their black die. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3 damage plus a surge, 2 blocks. So no matter what, I can defeat it. So that is the red one out. Then she'll use her next action to go after the other guy. Because you can draw a line from her corner here to 2 corners of his. So that is another attack against him. So he stops a surge. So that's 2 damage and a surge. So 2 damage, 1 surge. She can use the surge for another damage. So that's 3 damage to him. So I'll put that down there, put it to 3. So that is her turn. Oh, God. Ignore stun. Activate the Royal Guard group now. Wow. Move to attack Garkan. They're literally next to Garkan. Okay, Garkan's gonna take a lot of shit right now. Red or yellow against a black defense die. Ooh, this is not good. Okay, that's... So I stop 1 surge, so that's 2 damage and 1 surge. Surge, pierce, which does nothing. And a stun. I thought it said ignore stun. I'm pretty sure it said ignore stun for right now. So I'm going to do that. So that was... I'm just using the ones up there. So that is Pierce 1. that isn't going to help because I didn't block any. And stun, which we're ignoring. Okay, so that is 2 damage to Garkin. So he's taken 6 damage and he has 14 health. Okay. So then the other one is going to go and he'll attack as well. Oof, so that's 2 damage, 4 damage, and I block 2. When the first figure in this group declares its attack, add 1 blue die to the attack pool. I missed that, so I will do that for this one. Oh. Okay, 6 damage down to 4. So that is 10 damage to him. He has 4 hits left. Okay, so that... Move 3 towards the closest hero. I'm not sure here. They're already next to the closest hero. So they don't need to move 3. So I'm just going to finish that. Well, we know they can't go again until everybody else has. So I'll leave Garkan until the end, maybe. We'll go with Fen. And he will move 1, 2, and he'll fire at the blue droid. Okay, I gotta take this guy out. So that is a blue and a green against their black defense. Okay, so that is 3 damage. Oh no, 1 damage and 1 surge. They block 3, so I do nothing. Unless my surge is +1 damage, but he blocks 3, so it doesn't matter. Oh, he did nothing. Okay, probe droid. They gain an extra damage. I think I forgot that last time. Oh, but it was against her, so it didn't matter. Move 2 to attack Garkan. He can try. Wow, Garkan's gonna get destroyed. Okay. It doesn't give any other things, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, more than enough. All right, let's see what its priority are for the surges. So he starts off with an extra damage. So he has 1, 2, 3 damage, so 4 damage to begin with. He can surge to do an extra damage, so that's 5. He blocks a surge, so he can't use the other one. So it's still enough to knock out Garkan. I think this is to train you how to take somebody out. Move 2 to reposition 3. 1, 2. Best position you can get to. So Garkan. So Garkan is damaged. So Gideon will just move. I can't remember where I think it was there. He's just going to go over here and he's going to fire at this probe droid. So that's a blue and a yellow. versus its armor. 3 damage and a surge. It blocks a surge, but that's 3 damage, and he is dead. Oh. Whew. Okay, so he takes out this droid. Now that you've taken out those probe droids, get inside quickly before those royal guards tear you to pieces. Lieutenant Talkin says anxiously, I'm opening the door now. The door next to the base begins to slide upward and stops after a few centimeters, too low to slide under blast. The door is jammed. There's a manual override hidden near the enter in the door. Okay. So that was Gideon. He moved and he shot. That's all he can do. So now left is Garkan. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. So Garkan is going to double move. Speed is 3. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So he just bolted as far as he could. Round 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know Jin's good at mechanical. Oh, it might be strength to open it physically. Garkan's gonna go first. He's gonna step forward and he's gonna try to activate the door. Try to force the door open. There we go. Okay, so roll the dice shown next to strength. Oh, it probably would have been better before. So that is a red, a green, and a blue. So, like I showed before, these show strength is at the left, the fist. The middle is like a perception kind of thing, I think, and then mechanical is the wrench. So strength he's good at. All right, roll strength icon, your hero sheet, and enter the number of surges. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of surges on these. 0. He got 0 surges. Okay. Confirm. Grab the bottom of the door and heave with all your might against the heavy durasteel door, but it won't budge. You need to try again. Alright, that was Garkan's turn. Now they move. Add 1 to each move value during this activation. Move 4 to attack Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, they're both gonna mess up Jin here. So that is a red and a yellow versus the white die. Okay, so I stop a surge and a hit, so these negate each other. Oh no. It was supposed to be a yellow and a red. I messed up on that. So I will re-roll their dice. The white one is fine. So 1 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the other one will go. Oh, wow. That was perfect. 1 hit, 1 surge, and I blocked 1 hit and 1 surge. So they do nothing. She is leaping around like crazy. Okay. So Jin is going to go. She can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Now I know moving through an opponent space takes 2, but moving diagonally I think is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll go over there. And she will try to activate this door. Try the manual release. Oh, perception. I think somebody else would have been better for that. I thought it would have been mechanical. Okay, a blue and a green. And I'm looking for the surges. 0 freaking surges again. Okay. So that was her turn. One, two. I can't get adjacent to the door. They're both in the way. Okay. Oh. Oh. Fen is just gonna fire twice at the closest guy to him. A blue and a green against their black defense. 2 and a surge, +1, so 1 damage. This is not going well. Okay. And he'll go again. Okay. 3 damage, so that's 4 total. Oh. I need that. So he's taking 4 damage. He's half dead. Gideon will fire and then run towards the door, I guess. Alright, so that is a blue. No, yellow and blue. I don't think he can kill him here, but... So we stopped 2, but I got 2 surges. Surges, I can get Pierce 2. Pierce 2 knocks these 2 out of the way. So that's 2 more damage. So he is at 6 of 8. Should he fire again or run? If I can just fire again. Like, it's... running won't do anything because they're too close. So he blocks 1 surge, so that's 2 more damage. You take him out. Okay. Oh, right, that was... He already went. He's gone. Round 5. Okay. Garkan is going to try again to lift that gate. Or should we just fire at him? Try to... No, we won't be able to take him out in 1 turn. Okay, Garkan's going to try to go for the gate again. Blue. Red and a green. Looking for surges. I have 1 surge. Force the door open. Surge. You grab the bottom of the door and heave with all your might against the heavy door. It starts to slowly sliding upward until it's about a meter off the ground. 1 by 1, your team members drop to the ground and roll into the door. When everyone's inside, you hit the emergency close and it slams. You're safe for now. You have completed the 2nd tutorial mission. Damage does not carry over between missions, so all your damage from your hero sheets... Remove all damage from your hero sheets before the next tutorial mission. Alright. I think I am going to take a bit of a break here. maybe grab something to eat, and then I will be back in a little while. Thanks for watching. I'm going to stop the stream for a bit and be back, I don't know when, pretty soon.